You know, we got the good stuff, so we're gonna put the good stuff in this fucking do that. See if we can get this fucking motherfucker going. What is up with everyone? We'll see if we can get going here. Welcome in, everybody. Heck yeah, welcome in. We got Noah and Aiden and Rolls Royce fam and Eli and Aiden. What's up? Welcome in. We got the dude. I'm chilling. I'm here in Beverly Hills. Out on a nice day. Figure I'd hop in on this good old live stream. Say what's up to you good people. We got the time disc up here, and I'm good. I'm pretty good in space. You guys can ask me you know, anything you want. He's got the COD, the COD. You can ask me anything you want. We're dispensing some universal knowledge today. You can say whatever you want. Yeah, Starship Command. What's up? It's a time disc. It's the master sequencing disc of the whole universe. So it's like the initial layer of like the God energy being transformed into the material reality, and it sequences all of reality. What is it? I am in my car. I mean, obviously, I'm not technically in space. That would be a hell of a live stream from space. Maybe we can work on that, NJ Fishing Guy. A little bacon. If you do the math, how about how many times you beat off per year? 365 times 5. So, like, we're talking 1,500, 2,000, 25,000 beat offs a year in the master time disc. That's what we're talking about. How am I breathing in space? I got these new things on the TikTok shop that allow me to breathe in space. Look at Param Rajabi Siddiqui trying to get me to say Nazi. I'll just say Nazi if you want me to. That's fine. I don't know. Is that going to get me kicked off of the live stream out here in space? I don't know. What's up, Nova Chase? What games do I play? Well, I play Earth games. Gamer games? You know what? Right now, not heavy in the gaming. On my iPhone, I got the old GTA San Andreas on my iPhone, which is super fun because it's like all jailbroke and the character's broken. I can do whatever I want. You were named after a star. That's cool. A real soldier of the Yank, Semper Fi, always ready to yank. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Brawl Stars fan? We got everybody in the house. That's cool. You got named after a star. What happens is black holes crashes into each other? Well, they wouldn't really crash into each other. They sort of like suck each other in, like evil lesbians, and just sort of like you'd have like a scissor system, right? They just get. What's that behind you? That's my car headrest. Because I'm in my car right. I'm in Beverly Hills. So we can take a walk. I can come down out of the space station and take you for a little walk in Beverly Hills if you want. I'm right here. It's fantastic, actually. Yeah, the GTA suit. Your mom named me Starfire after a star called Starfire. That's cool. Good for you. Wish I was named after a star. But my initials. I got the JCS. I'm a John Charles Scalia Jr. That's my whole deal. Yeah, if two black holes crash into each other, yeah, they would suck each other in, and then I don't know. They would each go where black holes go. I don't know if that's a thing. It's a good question. Tough to tell. We'd have to find out. tough to tell. But yeah, so we're up here. I can ask. We're doing space questions. We're doing universal wisdom. We can do whatever, you know. Out here in the Beverly Hills, in the car, doing the thing. An electric lesbian. Yeah, that's a good one. I like that. It says, say hi. All right, I can say hi. What's up, Noah Mufti? Don't spread the misleading fact about the society and the community. Yeah, I don't even know what that means. But all right, about black holes. This guy, oh look, Parham wants to make a racist joke. I'm not gonna repeat that, but you can tell people. You can tell people your punchline for your racist joke. That's fine. Strap a rocket to my car and go to space. Hang out with Elon Musk in his Tesla that's already rotating around Earth. I can see it. I can see this car just floating around space. Aw, sweet ass ride. That's what's up. That is what's up. Space is what's up. Some people know that, some people don't. But we'll find out one day, right? Isn't that the idea? We'll all find out. Dude, I'm literally next to Trump's house. If I wanted to, I could just walk you over there and show you. I could show you President Trump's house if you wanted to see it. Dude, Casey Jones coming in with the racist Chinese joke. That's an oldie but goodie. How do Chinese people get their names? They throw silverware against the wall. Ching chong ching. That's from the 70s and 80s. It's like antique racism in here today. Dude, I had a chick on Instagram today. So this Asian chick, this Chinese chick from San Francisco, she connected to me, and she has all these like thirst trap pictures in her profile. And so she hits me up, and she's like, yo, like, I think you're hot and shit, like, all this stuff, right? Anyway, she's the one who hits me up on Instagram, and she's hot, and she's real. She got a bunch of followers, and she, like, I checked her out. She's real. And so she DMs me, and it goes back and forth, and she's got all these thirst trap pictures. So I sent her I have this picture. It's very suggestive. It's like you can kind of see my junk a little bit, but it's like obscured, so it's like not nude, but you can tell what I'm working with. So I sent it to her, and she got all upset, and all of a sudden, this is how I know I'm working with like good stuff, because all of a sudden she's all, "Are you African American?" After she saw my dick, she's like, "Are you African American? I've had enough of this shit. I'm blocking you." And she blocked me because. Basically, because my dick looked so good, she thought I was black, and then she blocked me, even though she was the one that hit me up and DM'd me and was coming at me. So I was like, all right, what are you clueless about? So you rather to watch a tree grow or watch a knee grow? Oh yeah, that's coming in with the old racist jokes. Yeah, well, she thought I had a BBC. I mean, I'm half Italian and half white, so, you know. Apparently, I got a BWC, but in a like tan body, so it confused this Chinese woman. She was such a racist. She was such a racist that she didn't know how to handle the size. She thought, I guess, that only black people had big dicks. So I broke that stereotype. So I'm out here breaking stereotypes like Jackie Robinson for you guys. I'm like a white Jackie Robinson of BBC. I don't know. Art Bell, AMM, Coast to Coast Radio. Yeah, Nori did take over. Yeah, I remember both. I was raised on Art Bell. I'm an alien abductee, in case some of you don't know. I'm a West Point grad. That's what the fancy ring is. I graduated from West Point in '98. I was a Black Hawk pilot, and I've been getting abducted by aliens my entire life. Well, actually, the last time I got abducted was in 2018. I got abducted with 2 other people at West Point at my class reunion. And yeah, so I got raised on Art Bell and George Norrie. And actually, check this out. The woman, so I'm renting a room in Beverly Hills, and the woman I live with, her best friend is this high-ranking CEO lady, and she's a military industrial complex CEO, and she used to be married to the officer in charge of Area 51. He was an Air Force guy, and I checked it out. It's all legit. Like, he was the guy that was like on the Air Force side, was the commanding officer of Area 51, which is pretty unusual because I've been getting abducted, and then here I am living with the woman whose best friend was married to the guy who's in charge of Area 51. Dude, donate $50 through Super Chat. I hope so. However, I don't know how Super Chat works, but that'd be great. Chinese woman, that's your mom. That's fine. Dude, she loved what I was showing her. Once upon a time, you said your friend, this manly thing is small, and he said it's not. He said it's for kids. Yeah, dude, you're just like, you got all the raunchy humor in there. I got it. My opinions on Trump, uh, he's doing the job. I mean, he's doing the job that we voted for him to do, which is just go in and start trying to get the country back on track with the Constitution. I mean, it's pretty simple. This is not rocket science. He's not doing anything he's not doing anything that's not out of line with the Constitution. So, and we are like the previous like 5 or 6 presidents were just basically running us into the ground, and we're just manipulated by Zionist political interests. I worked on war staff. I was a army captain stationed in Heidelberg, Germany. In December of 2001, I started working for General Quinlan, planning the Iraq War. So I was on the inside. I had top secret clearance, and I saw everything on the inside, and it was super duper corrupt. Oh, dude, there's this old ass car coming. That's cool. It's like wow, she's hot. It's like a supermodel driving it. Yeah, I did vote for him. I voted for him twice. So what's up, little bacon? Yeah, I voted for him twice, and they're headed in the direction that I was hoping they would. And do I understand all his moves? No. But have I been a billionaire? No. Did I like rise up through the New York City real estate game? No. Have I been the president before? No. Did I have a election stolen and then me kicked out of office for 4 years when I know that I won the election? No. So I don't understand all his moves, because he's like light years ahead of me, and I was a war staff planner. I mean, I graduated from West Point. I was considered one of the top strategists of my generation, and he's even exceeding all stuff because he's on the inside and he knows these people, he knows these elites, he knows what they're up to. That's why they're mad at him, because he was one of them, except that he wasn't. He's like, knock knock knock, what's up, Lisa Coverdale, welcome in. Yeah, the Art Bell. This is the master time disc. I know it comes from COD or COD or whatever, or like wherever it comes from, but this is what I was shown in Meditations in the Redwood Forest, that I was told it's the master time disc that sequences all reality. It's like one of the initial layers of the reality that, yeah, sequences everything, keeps everything. It's like if you work on cars, like a master time belt that keeps all the pieces synchronized. That's kind of what this is. Kind of what it is. And so, yeah, so we're just here live streaming with the master time disc. Gotta do something. I'm running around here in LA. I'm an independent artist. It's ridiculous. The place is on fire. I'm from here. I was born and raised here before I went to West Point and did the military service and then came back. For those of you who don't know, I came back home in 05. I was MySpace famous as this character Johnny Ska. I was one of the Ska brothers. Got MySpace famous. I was early YouTube famous in 06. You can look up our series, the Ska Brothers show. It's from 2006. We were the first hit show. We were the first. We created the webisode format back in 06 on OG YouTube, back with Lonely Girl 15. Me and my brother. My brother's this guy. He plays this guy J Money, and yeah. So you can check that out. So yeah, I was first gen social media famous, and then I was headlining Hollywood Improv and some other comedy clubs and having a good time with my bro. And then mainly because I'd come out of the army and it was all corrupt and I just saw too much, and it was before everybody else knew. It was before most of the conspiracy theories got out there. It was before all the Art Bell stuff really hit. I mean, the Art Bell people, we've always known. Like the space people, that's been like the cool thing. Like if you were into aliens and ghosts and that in the paranormal and supernatural stuff, then by doing that, it got you ahead of all the political stuff. Because then you look down, you go, oh yeah, all the political stuff's super corrupt. And no, I wasn't on Tosh 2.0. I've been on Team Z a couple times, but I haven't broke through on like regular TV or film yet. That's a whole different story. People didn't really know what to do with me. You know, most of the people who met me, they thought I was hilarious. But I didn't match up with their agenda. And now, you know, like for instance, in 05, like 06, when I was hot as a stand-up comedian, we had this guy, acting coach. He fell in love with me and my brother's comedy, so he moved in with us to give us acting training. And his day job was he was the assistant director on Zoe 101, the Nickelodeon show with Britney Spears' sister. And he was telling us at the time, this before I knew any of this stuff, he was telling us at the time all the pedophile stuff they were making him do and like put into the show. And then one day he came home, and he's like, "Oh yeah, they canceled the show today." And we're like, "Why?" And they go, "Because the 40-year-old Jewish producer knocked up the teenage, Britney Spears' teenage sister." And that was Dan Schneider's show. So he came home and told us like, "Oh yeah, Dan Schneider like got Jamie Lynn Spears pregnant." And then that was how my day went. That was in like whatever it was, like 07. And that was my introduction to like that part of Hollywood. I didn't know any of that stuff in particular because I was just doing stand-up comedy and like going through stuff. And he's like, "Yeah," and then he's like, "Yeah, they're gonna like say it was like your hometown sweetheart or whatever." But that was the day they canceled the show, and I got the first thing. Yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. You don't vote, you don't want jury duty. Little known fact, you don't have to do jury duty. My dad's an attorney, and he told me since they don't send jury summons certified mail, they don't know if you got it. So if you get one and you just throw it in the trash and you don't report, legally you're fine because they have to prove that you opened it or were served. And if they don't send it certified mail and you just throw it away, they can't prove it. And I've done that. Like, I've never received one, so it doesn't matter. But I would. So you don't. If they don't send a certified mail, then you don't have to go unless you report in. Once you report in and let them know you received it, yeah, then you have to do the jury duty. But otherwise, you don't have to, unless you want to. It's fine. It's a civic duty if you want to do it. It's up to you. But yeah, I mean, I don't know that I was. I mean, I might have been on Tosh.0 like just for some internet stuff that I was unaware of that nobody told me. Because I've been doing so much stuff in public. I've been doing public performing and street performing for like 13 years. No, like 15 years now. So for instance, the last 3.5 years, I've been doing the Chicken Man routine down here in Beverly Hills on Rodeo Drive. And I've been seen by hundreds of millions of people because everybody sees guys. I've been doing 2 or 3 times a week for like 3.5 years. And people will just be like, "Oh, look at that guy in the chicken suit," right? And like everybody's like filming me with their phone. That's me. That's somebody using their phone to film me. And I have no way to track. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I've had big days where like at least a few hundred different people were filming me with their phones during the course of the performance. At least a few hundred. And when you're in Beverly Hills, out of like a few hundred people recording you, at least 1 or 2 are going to be ballers that have like a bunch of followers, and so the video is going to go pretty big. And I've been doing that for years. So I don't even like try to keep track of like where the footage goes or how many people have seen me. It's just like a shitload of people have seen me. I have no clue. Yeah, like being served papers, you just don't answer that door. You'll get in trouble for not showing up to court. It's true. Now they will find a way. Now if you're like getting subpoenaed, like eventually they're gonna find a way to serve you. But for jury summons, they don't give a shit. They're just like, yeah, whoever shows up, because they always have too many people show up anyway. And to be honest, most people are ineligible for jury duty. Like once you get in there, because you got to fit their profile that they both want, and sometimes the profile that neither one wants, because little Chris, nigga, shut the fuck up. None will happen. none, none what? Like in terms of jury duty? Let's see. We got a message held for review. Let's see if it's spicy. Nah, they got fit up my ass. I mean, I'm not 100% sure what you're getting at, little Chris, but I support you. Yeah, they got to fit up your ass. That's fair. That's a fair requirement. So, but yeah, as far as all the other stuff goes, if you tell them they don't like cops, all jury duty, they will send you home. Exactly. That's my point. Like, so if you don't want to go to jury duty, just don't. Like, The only report for jury duty if like you actually want to do it. You know, you feel me? It's like if you already know that you don't want to do it, you already know like what to say to get out of it. It's just gonna burn your day to go in there and be like, whatever, I'm a racist, or I want to hang everybody, or like no, I don't think like it's all right if people do crime. Like, you know what, you can say some stupid shit to get out of like for them to be like, yeah, we don't want you, right? You could be like, I don't like the way they look, just say some stupid shit. So just save everybody the time and the hassle and just like throw the summons away in the first place. Which obviously this is not. I'm a comedian. This is not legal advice. So if this ever comes up and be like, oh yeah, fucking John from the JOHNiVERSE told me like, yeah, just da 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 da. I mean, technically I did, but also technically, I'm a comedian and you shouldn't follow my legal advice because it's not legally binding, and I may be completely wrong. I'm not wrong, but I could be wrong. That's kind of like what's that? It's the finger coming for you. It's like a spaceship. Boom. It puts the lotion on the skin. That reminds me, I do got to put the fucking lotion on the skin. Most of the time I forget to put the lotion on the skin, and then I'm just walking around with like unlotioned skin. Look at all this unlotioned skin bullshit. You guys want to go for a walk? Do you guys want to see this Beverly Hills Park before we call it a sit? Let's take a vote. If I got one vote for see the park, I'll take it off the green screen, and we can come out of space, and I can show you the park. Otherwise, we can stay here in space, and I can put the lotion on the skin. Lotion smells like sour milk if you start sweating. Well, that's why I use new sour milk lotion. So my lotion smells like sour milk even before I begin sweating. And then when I sweat, it smells like extra sour milk. And then all the bitches are like, yeah, I like that. I like that. Who's got that sour milk smell? That's what I'm into. I need me a sour milk man. That's what the ladies being. Daphne's like, let's see the park. All right. Well, we got one vote, so let's go see the park. Let me get I'll show you guys what's up. Give you guys a little tour. All right, we got the microphone snapped in. My cool guy glasses. All right, well, you asked for it, so here we go. Okay. All right, here we go. Beautiful Beverly Hills. And this is the park we can go to. And now here we are. Kind of like a field trip. Okay, so that marks a spot where the initial waters of Beverly Hills all met. There was like 2 or 3 basically rivers, underground rivers, and they met there, and that's where the natives used for the first watering hole. So they put a thing there. And the cool thing, I'll show you this, is that let's see if we get this get a good one. Is we're right here at the Beverly Hills Hotel. Right? And one of the cool things is that the street signs in Beverly Hills, they have their own logos. Right? Pretty cool. And now we're going to walk into the park. So this park used to be part of the Beverly Hills Hotel. This used to be the front So the Beverly Hills Hotel is over there, and this used, back in the day, like in the 20s, this used to be part of the front garden of the Beverly Hills Hotel. Now that's Sunset Boulevard right there with all the cars. And somewhere back in the day, they wanted, originally that was supposed to be a freeway. They wanted to make a freeway there, and there's another spot in Beverly Hills where they wanted to make a freeway. But Beverly Hills people were like, that's not fucking happening. We don't want a fucking freeway. So they just made them big streets. And then they donated, the hotel donated this as the first park in the city. So this is the first city park. Even have a redwood. That's a redwood, by the way. You know what? We'll show you guys the turtles. You guys, right? See, even taking this. We're at the park. It's like a field trip. And then here, I'll show you guys the. They got some cool little animals here. Check out these bad boys. What's up, turtles? You guys camera shy? They're chilling. This guy's sunbathing. He's like, yo. He's like, what's up? They call me Leatherneck. I don't know why, but I like it. Yeah, these turtles are sunning themselves. Look at these guys. Right in the height of the palms. Never do the dramatic. Majestic. Now make a wish. This is the spot to do it. You make a wish. We're gonna do a 360 walk around the. Oh yeah, and you know, what pond wouldn't be complete without koi? What's up, koi? You got a little baby koi. What's up, baby koi? Look at you. Aren't you a good fish? What's up, good fish? And come on, say hi. He's like, I want food. He's like, I don't want pets. Some of these koi like to be pet. Back to the fountain. What's up, buddy? You want to be pet? You want food, don't you? Yeah. He's like, no pets. What's up, little guys? You want to be pet? They're like, we want food only. Boop. You got booped. Oh, good. I'm glad you made a wish, Daphne. This is like one of the premier wish. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Right? Right, everybody? Well, don't say I never take you anywhere. Okay, guys. Well, I feel like this is a great spot to end this one. I hope you've had a great day. It was fun. It was fun messing around with you guys, and subscribe. And I'll keep you guys around on the JOHNiVERSE. Have a great day.